can we trust your rabble not to turn at this last moment?
Did I say Ash Graven or Graven Ash? I'm so dyslexic.
To the Vendrian Guard. It is decided. The disfavored will take the vanguard of the assault. It is the only way to assure success before
He's frickin' high-handed, isn't he? He's high-handed.
Oh, you're so young. We can forgive you for being stupid. Without your Archon of Stone to bring down those walls, you're out of your element. Only the chorus has the numbers required to swarm the walls from all sides. We will lead the vanguard of this battle.
The best the chorus could accomplish would be leaving a rat-shaped pile of corpses propped up against the walls for my warriors to use.
There you go. Problem solved.
Even understaffed, my Earthshakers could reach the masonry in short order.
Another brilliant idea. Cairn's cult is, we're sure, every bit as trustworthy and sane as the late Archon of Stone himself. You did notice the spire at the center of the citadel? Hard to miss it, being only the tallest thing on the horizon and such. Certainly your Earth mages won't do anything stupid like, say, breaking the spire's foundation. What could possibly go wrong?
Now, whenever you see this green text, hover over it and read what it says. You hear the voices in your head. His voice, the voices of Nerat. We love saying the name Karn just to watch him squirm. Graven Ash had so much hair back before he met us. He's communicating with you, so hover over it and see what he has to say.
More than I trust your circus of rapists, sell swords, and turncoat tearsmen.
That sums it up.
Tunon's Fatebinder has arrived.
Yes, I have. So, ooh. So we can like really totally piss him off. We could ask if they're done bickering. We could just say our operations in Echo Call Crossing and Trip Nettle Wilderness were successful. Why aren't you two marching on Ascension Hall? Let's ask them if they're done bickering.
Us? Never. How else will we keep each other at the top of our craft?
And I took the blue one, Graven Ash's side last time throughout the entire game. I was his ally and he bent the knee to me at the end. The Archon of War lets out a sigh. That means he acknowledged me as a superior general of war, which tells me my game-playing skills, my role-playing skills are excellent. Our operation was successful. Why aren't you two marching?
My so-called allies are more willing to belittle than to assist. The Vendrian Guard have been the least of my headaches in this damn valley. Now that we are all assembled, I want reports. The Scarlet Chorus.
He acts like he's in charge of this whole thing.
In the Outer Valley. What became of that?
Yes, what did become of that? We should know already, yet we do not. If we are not mistaken, the Fatebinder played a pivotal role in this operation. Fifth Eye, shed light on this baffling question.
I killed them. In my defense, they wouldn't be taken alive. The Fatebinder did indeed assist the chorus in fashion. The Oathbreakers were cut down, but the Fatebinder's wrath spared none, and Captain Pellix Florian was not taken alive, much to our disappointment. The Fatebinder seems to have applied disfavored justice to Florian. Such a waste.
Look what showing them mercy has done for us.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Scouts report seeing chorus thugs fleeing your camp, defecting back to the enemy. They are abusing your mercy, and you either don't notice or don't care. The former is negligence, the latter is treachery.
Like number one, I was asked to lend a warrior's hand, and did just that. Be grateful or be silent.
Iron Marshal, I understand we've established a foothold across the Matani. Report.
Securing the Matani was a gruesome affair. An agent of the School of Tides still lives, and the river was turned against us. Despite our losses, the day ended in success at Echo Call Crossing, though victory came at a great cost. When it came time to secure the nearby Echo Hall village, there was a distressing discovery. The villagers had been stashing iron weaponry no doubt stolen from our supply line. Commander Antio wished to burn the village, but the chorus disagreed, and the Fatebinder backed their claim. Their leader, Captain Matani Sybil, was bested in combat but taken captive by the Scarlet Chorus. Despite the disfavored taking the lead on this operation, the Fatebinder felt it necessary to apply Chorus doctrine to the captives. Do you see how divided these two are? My first playthrough, I tried to stay totally neutral.
The Oathbreaker captain will no doubt provide hours of entertainment, and perhaps even some useful information.
Okay, so he hurls his scepter into the air with a loud chuckle, gingerly snatching the scepter out of the air. So what he says to us, however, is, she has been a most delectable treat, that one. So obstinate, so inarticulate in her flailing defiance. Some things are best savored in slow, tantalizing doses. We must thank you once again for delivering her to us. Not a problem.
When your own conscripts chose suicide over service to the chorus. She'll be no different than the others. Petulant, uncooperative, and motivated to feed you false information.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. I can piss one or the other of them off, or I can say arguing over this is meaningless. Resolving the edict matters most of all.
The Fatebinder is right.
Of course I am. And your outfit is blue and purple. Are we playing a game of state the obvious?
You mean the Scarlet Chorus should lead the charge? Over 2/3 of your legion remains trapped outside the valley. Only the Chorus can bring to bear the strength and numbers this assault requires.
No matter what you do here, folks, just as a huge spoiler, so close your ears if you don't want to hear it. No matter what you do here, you will have to choose a side. I tried the first playthrough to stay completely neutral, to be very diplomatic.
Enough! If these are my allies, why bother with the enemy? Even
And go home.
Oathbreakers have the honor and decency to...
The Archon of War slams the Maul. I love his Maul. In German, that's your... I didn't mean that. I meant his... mace. I love a mace. To the ground with bone-rattling thud.
Finish your thought, old chap. They have the honor and decency to... Do what? To abide by some sort of deal you made with them?
Ooh, someone has accidentally unzipped his breeches. So, can you not hear the treachery in his words? How can we be sure he hasn't been stalling this whole campaign? His legion boasts of victory after victory, and yet these half-wit Oathbreakers suddenly give the disfavored pause. So, I'm going to pick number 1. If you two are unwilling to work together as Fatebinder of Tunon, I will order you to do so. That's going to piss both of them off, at least ever so slightly.
With whom do you stand?
And jetzt geht's los. Now is not the time for compromise. One of us will have the honor of completing this glorious conquest. We know you will choose wisely. So I can choose this here, but it's not going to do any good. If I choose the first one, it pisses them both off, and they're going to make me choose anyhow. Okay, so I'm going to choose the Scarlet Chorus. Yes. It's entertaining. You're a sucker. Of course it was. That's because I'm good.
So be it. I will add another name to our record of hate. Blue-flag troops. I won't have you slain where you stand. If you leave my camp and don't look back.
A wise choice. The Scarlet Chorus will be honored to silence the last of the Vendrian Guard insult. Graven Ash, we hereby order you to stand down and remain here at camp until we have secured the Citadel.
I don't think I've ever sided with him without trying to get them to work together.
If the chorus leads the charge, they will fail. I will not sit idly by while the edict claims my legion. The disfavored will carve a
The air crackles with electricity as Graven Ash lifts his maul to strike. Okay. Ah, now y'all are going to see how mean and ruthless I can be. So, Fatebinder, Fifth Eye says, your vision comes into focus and as does the feeling of a hand on your shoulder. Are you with me, Fatebinder? You don't look hurt, but say something. Something. Oh, good. Same old Fatebinder. Was worried there for a second that you'd been seriously hurt. Okay, your guardian here came to your rescue. The Crimson Spear taps Barak on the shoulder with a hearty smile. Barak turns to greet the gesture with a cold stare.
Trying to save you. I was trying to save her.
He points to Verse and sighs.
And what happened, you bleeding hard iron shit tower?
Verse crosses her arms and
I
glares.
picked her up and she stabbed me. With a dent in my side that I won't forget. So I put her down and dragged you out here to recuperate.
Oh. What is it with you two?
This is no time to narrate our life stories. If the edict comes crashing down on our heads, none of it will matter anyway.
On that note, better to leave now while we're well parted. You've made your allegiances clear. I hope you serve a good long term with the Scarlet Chorus, and that we never meet on the wrong side of the battlefield.
Okay, so I'm going to pick number 1. I needed to make a decision, and I sided with the army that has the numbers. You are too quick to label me an enemy.
I've had enough of your justifications and empty values. Your actions speak a great deal louder than your slippery words. How could I put my trust in an enemy of the great general? Why shouldn't I simply kill you now, traitor?
Barak roars in inhuman fury and shoves you with all his strength. He raises his hands as if to strangle you and then lowers them, trembling with restraint.
You aren't worth it. I have too much to accomplish in service to the great general to deal with you now. When we meet in the field of battle, I won't have any reservations about cutting off your breath.
So, we're going to pick number 1. Do you realize you just struck an agent of the court? You do realize you just struck an agent of the court, don't you? Barak stands perfectly still, his hands balled at his sides. Now I'm going to pick number 1 again. By my office, I command you to stay by my side as an unwilling vassal. Welcome to war, soldier.
Between my temper and your reckless authority, I don't know which of us I hate more right now. Very well. Know that whenever I raise my arm in combat, I would rather bring it down on your head.